Here we are at the gym. Now before you think that's dribble, it's actually not, it's water. And a lot of you guys have asked me for an ab video. I just haven't really got around to doing it really, so here it is for you guys. I'm currently 8 days out. Ab training is a tricky one. I do believe in weighted ab training, I always have done. I feel that's how I've been able to build blocky, strong, like sort of soap bar abs. A lot of people are against it. I do not believe it makes your waist thicker. I believe for the most part that's down to genetics. However, that's not the type of training I'm doing now. Pre-contest on prep, it's near impossible to build any muscle. So what I do now is just a maintenance ab workout 3 times a week, before or after fasted cardio every day, which I'm going to show you guys now. It's usually 2 exercises for obliques and 2 exercises for abs. The thing to remember is, if you're lifting the top of your head, you're most likely working the top part of your abs, and if you're raising your legs, you're going to be working the lower part of the abs. So I like to get in a movement for each, and I superset that with an oblique movement, and then I do my vacuums. So effectively that's 5 exercises every other day. The first exercise is going to be cable crunches for 4 on your knees. Now, a lot of people will use the rope. I prefer handles. I can concentrate on the contraction of my abs a little bit more if I'm gripping it here. You want to make sure that your hips are staying still through the movement. That's really key. Just imagine yourself on your back doing a crunch. The movement that you would do is exactly the movement you need to do here. You're just keeping your hips straight and you're just crunching through your abs, breathing as you're coming in, and you're really trying to focus on your abs. I find the tension from this exercise on the way down and the way up is one of the best. That if you get it right, it's so effective. Let's go. So our next one is going to be oblique pull downs. This is one of my favourite exercises, feeling in the obliques. One, I prefer not to have a handle on. Be careful with your hand, because I find that you can hold up a little bit higher. And I'm going to pull down using the obliques, okay? So I'm not just pulling the cable from A to B, I'm actually contracting my obliques. It's a very small movement. As you come down, you're looking to really squeeze and contract the obliques. With this exercise, your obliques cover an area from the front right to here to the back. So what I like to do is I'll do some towards the back and then come towards the front a little bit just to feel it, different areas throughout the obliques. So the cable crunches with the obliques, that's a superset, which will be one of 2 supersets I'll do. 5 sets of 20 reps on each one. With the obliques, that's 20 reps each side. So this exercise is an exercise I call in and outs. It's a very simple exercise, usually done without weight. I like to just add just a little bit of weight on there, just to put a bit of tension on the lower abs. It's a great exercise, you can really feel it. Let's roll. Okay, so again, handles, okay? You're gonna need either the cable to be low or to have a low attachment on there. The weight for this one needs to be very, very light. Again, 20 reps, and that's an exercise I'll superset with oblique twists. Just with these ones.
What are your abs? That looks so good. That looks so good. Anyway.
So for these ones, what I like to do is oblique twist when I'm coming into a show. Not necessarily as tight at the waist, but because for me it trains the obliques, help me in quarter turns. What you will find is, if you're a men's physique athlete or a bikini athlete and you need to do a quarter turn, you can often be quite stiff here. You're turning and you can't turn enough, you can't get that width to show. I find this really, really helps me to engage and train the obliques and the sides to really turn more and get detail in the obliques. If you keep the knees bent, you keep the hips still, which allows you to get movement just through the upper body and torso. Let's roll. Don't just swing, really pointlessly. Make sure you're engaging your obliques. I like to keep my abs tight the whole way through. That way you have to really test them. Turn. Give it some when you turn them. You want to be, having to really stop yourself from turning when you get to one side. Push it back. You always keep your abs tight. Really good exercise. For that exercise, I like to do 50 reps, 25 each side. Okay, so that's my 4 ab workouts that I'll be doing every other day. My 5th and final one is the one that I enjoy the most, and that's the vacuums. I do 10 times 10 to 15 second holds at the end of each ab session. When you first start your vacuums, probably go for 5 seconds, and then just increase it as your internal abdominal wall gets stronger and stronger. You better go for longer and longer, and then you can just increase the seconds with reasonable interval in between each one. Vacuums are much harder than they look, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it now. See the shreds? See the ab? Looking good, girl. Damn, let me see that oblique. Let's see it. Jeez. Man, to look like that, you must have a pretty hardcore training partner.
Yeah, well, you know.
Getting there?
Yeah, looking good. You look like a dinosaur.
That's what they do on stage.
Yeah, but you look like a dinosaur. Okay. He looks like a dinosaur at the museum.
Vacuums. Tell me a list of vacuums. So, as far as I know, there are 3 ways to do your vacuums. The easiest way is on your knees. I prefer to do them lying on my back, and the hardest way is standing. For some reason when you're standing, it's just harder to engage your abdominal wall. Key things that you want to remember is push all the air out before you suck in. Doesn't matter how deep your vacuum is, if you practice and practice, they'll get better and better. So I'm going to show you guys on your knees first of all. That's how I learned it, on your hands and your knees.
What, on your knees, baby, please?
Knees, baby, please, yeah. Yeah, that does good. The purpose is the camera. I'm going to take my top off just so you guys can really see me engaging my core and how it works. So, here we go. Now, first thing you want to do when you're vacuuming is just relax everything in the core. Just relax it. Then you want to breathe all the air out and really crunch down the abs. You just crunch down the abs to get that last bit of air out. That's 1 rep. And once you've got your breath back, just repeat. Now I'm going to do it on my back. This is how I prefer to do it. It's quite relaxing as well. So when your knees up, just here, again, just relax. Move the air out. that's how you perform your vacuums. As far as I've experienced, being brutally honest, my genetics were good enough to give me a smaller waist. However, there are a lot of people out there that say vacuum in tightens your waist. I do it because at this stage I like to leave no stone unturned, and if there is a slight percentage that it's going to help bring my waist in a little bit, then I'm going to do them, and I enjoy doing them. So that's my ab routine for you guys that I perform every other day. It's nothing too advanced. What I am going to do is, at a later date, I'm going to show you guys some of the exercises and methods that I use to help build the abs in the first place, and that's going to be weighted ab training that I've done for so many years to build me the blocky abs that I've got. Another thing I want to mention is 6-pack, 8-pack, 10-pack, 2-pack. You cannot change the amount of abs you were born with. You may have 1 ab, you may have 10 abs, 8 abs. You can't change that, unfortunately. I get a lot of messages asking me about the lower abs. What you're going to want to do to find out if you've got lower abs is just have a good fill in that area as you get lower and lower body fat. See if you can find a separation. If you can't find a separation, chances are you haven't got a very strong lower ab development. Not everybody has. However, what you can do to improve your ab development is train them. Your abs are like any other muscle in the body. They're going to grow, they're going to develop, they're going to shape, they're going to respond as much as they can to their genetic limits. So don't think that you can just drop your body fat and have a set of abs. Train your abs so that when you do diet down and you do have a 6-pack, your abs are as developed as they can be for you. Hope you liked the video, guys. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'm not going to point because I don't know where. Let's do this.